Hey there, welcome back to yet another episode of the ImpleBooks Podcast. So, in this podcast, I'm going to discuss about a really different topic, but also a very interesting topic because I was recently watching a video by Rathee. If you don't know, Rathee is a YouTuber. He's a very popular on YouTube. You can go ahead and search. I will also put the link of the video that I'm talking about in this podcast on the show notes. But here's the thing. So, assume that you were the same talent as Bill Gates. You had this same understanding of things about everything on the world, same like Bill Gates at the same time where Bill Gates actually born, right? Still, you wouldn't have the same success as Bill Gates get, right? Suppose you did the same hard work as Bill Gates, but chances are that you wouldn't have started Microsoft. You wouldn't have get the success as much as the Bill Gates get. So here's the thing. So Bill Gates actually studied in a school called the Lakeside School, which amongst the US there were like almost 1100 computers or something, and Lakeside School was one of them because it was a very privileged students actually used to go there. So it was a very you can say it's a very it was a kind of school which was for the rich people most of the cases, right? And suppose that you were a female at that time, right? There was no chance that you would have been like reach the same success as Bill Gates because in Harvard females were not allowed at almost up to 90s, I guess, right? And also Bill Gates was from a well established family, right? So suppose you were born in India in a simple family, but you had the same ability to hard work. You had the same order towards different kind of things to learn about technology at that time, but you wouldn't have get a lot of chances that Bill Gates actually got, right? So you need to understand that you can't really achieve everything every time with hard work, right? Now there is a thing that people comes with when you talk about hard work and talent. People actually start giving you examples, right? So they will give you the example of Oprah Winfrey and says that, hey, look at her, she was so much poor, and then she beat the poverty and came to this place, right? She's so much rich now. And they may give you the example of Kalpana Chawla, who was who was female and she went to space, right? And she give some of your friends may give you this example, right? Say even if you're a female, so why you can't do that, right? They may give you example of Barack Obama, and he's the black president, right? He was the black president of America. So they may give you these examples, but that does not mean that if Oprah Winfrey actually reached that point, that does not mean that poverty is actually finished, right? If Barack Obama actually becomes a black president, that does not mean that there is no racism in America, right? And if the Kalpana Chawla actually went to space, that does not mean that gender discrimination is not present, right? And also our not recently actually, our president is a Dalit, right? But people may give you this example. See, a Dalit can also become a president, right? But that does not mean in India there is no caste discrimination. So we can't assume that a problem is gone based on the exceptions, right? So these are the exceptions, and they had to work very, very hard to reach that place, maybe extra hard to reach that place, right? So you can't really assume that problem is gone based on the exceptions, right? So here you need to understand one thing. So Dhruv Rathee actually gave a really nice exercise to take. He says that introspect on what are the privileges that you have. So you have reached at certain level of life in your career or maybe in your study, right? So ask yourself, what are the privileges? What are the things that other students or other people with the same talent as you and with the same hard work as you are doing, but still not at your place? Ask yourself, what are the extra privileges that you have? Maybe your dad is working at a certain company where he has a great salary, right? Maybe you have home which other people don't have. Maybe your family income is too much high, right? So you can afford different kind of travel and trips where you can understand about the world in a different way. You can see the world in a different way. So there are many different privileges that we may have which others don't have. So all these certain privileges, obviously there is hard work, there is talent, but all those privileges also adds up in your life. So here's the thing that I want to say. I want to conclude this thing with this, right? So we need to work very hard, and we should not like always think about the exceptions and stuff, because that will actually make us feel pressurized. So instead we should always focus on focusing on ourselves, and also focus on the previous version of ourselves. So that's what I think, right? In Atomic Habits also, the James Clear says that we should improve ourselves 1% every day. So compare yourself with the previous day. So do not compare yourself with Oprah Winfrey, do not compare yourself with Barack Obama or Kalpana Chawla, right? So stop comparing. Be the best version of yourself, and at any certain point of time success will actually catch you. So do not stop comparing, and just put your hard work, and always I think that if you put in the right hard work, your talent will always shine out there, right? So that's it for today. If you like this video or podcast, please give it a 5-star, and subscribe the podcast from wherever you are listening to. And if you have any query or message, please reach out to us via ImpleBooks at Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So that's it for today. Have a good day.